Hi there, and welcome to lesson 7, which is installing pages on your website. Your website would have been installed with a certain number of pages, like the home, about us, and contact page. But obviously, you're going to want to install other pages, services, gallery, etc. And this is where we're going to learn how to do that. You would basically go onto your dashboard, and there's two places you can add a page. You can go to New, okay, and under New you can click on Page, okay, or you can go to Pages, All Pages, and Add New. I prefer to use this section here. So basically what you do is you will click on Add New Page. Okay, so obviously your page needs a title. So let's say, for example, we are adding a services page. We would call the services. Once again, there's quite a lot of information on this page that might be a little bit confusing. I'm going to run through it. You will just use the basics, but let me run through it. Okay. So on this side, you will see it will say your document. Your visibility will be public. You can set it to private if you want, and later you can also put restrict access to it if you want to. For now, we're going to leave it as private. Publish immediately. Okay. The permalink, that is the link to your page. Okay. So basically, what happens is, if you type this into your URL bar over there, you'll be able to see what the page looks like. Okay. Featured image, you can feature an image. This is mostly for if you're doing e-commerce. Your discussion, you allow comments. You can activate that. But this is quite an important one here, where you decide which template that you want to use. You have four different options. The default template. Default template allows you a sidebar. I don't really use that much. I prefer to actually build my pages with Elementor. They're a lot more flexible because you can decide. The template is pretty fixed, and I don't really personally like it that much, but you can play around with that if you want. Elementor Canvas will give you a completely blank page. Okay. Basically, when you add a page, it will add a page which includes your logo, your menu, and your footer, and then you have to edit the bits in between that. But if you add an Elementor Canvas page, you will basically end up with a blank page. Okay. Elementor Full Width and Page Builder pretty much give you the same thing, so I normally click on Elementor Full Width. Okay. Parent page. This we will deal with later. It's not really, you can see there that's basically if it's linked under a different page, but we're not going to deal with this right now. Okay, you will also see at the bottom there is this Yoast SEO, where you will look at your focus key phrase. This is something we will deal with in a later lesson. Okay, but for now we're just going to work on adding your pages. Okay, so pretty much once you've chosen the layout of your page and named what your page is going to be, you can pretty much click publish. Okay, are you ready to publish? Do you want it public? Yeah, you can do private, password protected. We're going to keep it public for now. And publish. Okay, so now you can see your page is now live. This is how you would get to your page, and if you want to copy the link, you can copy the link there. But let's go to view page, and you can see what it looks like once you've added a page. Okay, so you can see we've added a page to our Libro Solution site. You probably know the site already. We don't really have a services page on the site, but we've added this just for training purposes at the moment. But now you can see there's no content on the site. Okay, and this is basically where you would go and edit the page. And then I would click edit with Elementor. And now with your Elementor page builder, you can go and edit everything that is in between that site. Okay. What I wanted to show you quickly, if you had decided you wanted to use one of the templates within Elementor and build a completely different page, let's just quickly go into settings. and we can change the page layout to our Elementor canvas. This will then turn services into a completely blank page. And you can then go into your pages and you can create whichever page you want to. You can add in here. You can add your templates. So if, for example, you wanted a header but you didn't want a menu, you can add that and pretty much do whatever you want to that page. Okay. So it's pretty flexible. You just need to play around with it and learn what's going to work best for you. Let me just quickly scroll down. You can see here, this is something that I actually wanted to deal with in terms of, there's a lot of templates in the Elementor Pro, but these are templates that have actually been made, and they have actually been made with the Elementor Page Builder. So it's something that you can play around with and actually start doing on your own, especially if you want to create pages that are very similar to this. You can do all of this with the Elementor Page Builder. It's just a case of playing around with the different structures and actually learning how to use the page builder effectively. These have just been made to make your life simpler, but I mean, if you feel you want to upgrade to Pro, you can do so by all means, but I've never felt the need to upgrade to Pro in order to build some functionality into the site. I've always just used the page builder to actually build it myself, but obviously that's a personal choice. Okay, so that's basically how you add a page. Let's just go back here quickly. I'm going to update this. So at the moment I've got a completely blank page. If I decide to change back to the Elementor full width, you'll see I will have my page with my my title over here, and now I can add my my content to the page, my services content. So as you learned in the Elementor lesson, you can either create your own one completely from scratch. So you can create an element here where you can actually build your services page, or if you prefer, you can go into one of the different options where you can add a block, or one of those blocks that you have available. You can add a page, but I find that to add a page in the middle of a page doesn't really work that well. So the pages I would only really use if you're creating a blank page, unless there's a certain element on a page that you like, where you can actually go and install the whole page, delete all the elements, and only keep the ones that you like. Okay. So let me just show you quickly how to. There's a nice services section here, services section with icons. You can insert that. Okay, and then that's what comes up there. So there's your services section with icons. And sometimes you'll see it resort to the default page, and then what you need to do is you just go back to Elementor full width, and it will change it back. And then within that you can go and edit all of this. You can edit the colors of these, you can edit your the icons and change all of this. Okay. Let me show you quickly, if you don't want to add this and you would actually like to add an element from one of the actually ready-made pages. I'm just going to delete this quickly. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the templates and go into pages. Okay. There's one aspect of this that I quite like. So what you would do is you would insert this, okay, on your page. Okay, but now it gives you the entire list of things on the page, and you didn't really want this. What I pretty much wanted was this list of services here on our services page. So if you update the page and go and have a look at what it looks like, you can see it's basically a page within a page, and it's not ideal. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit it. Elementor again. And we're just going to delete all those parts of that page that we don't really want. Okay, it's as simple as that, and that's the way that you end up with just one element that you really like. So you're going to delete that, and then you go delete, delete. Okay. So this is one where you can then go and add all your services. Delete. Okay. So now you can go in and edit your different services. If you just click on the big triangle, you'll see it take you to your box. You can change the image. You can make the image size a different size. That would be your title over there. And then obviously your description over there. But I'm going to leave it at that because it's just for example purposes. I'm going to click update so that we can take a look at the page, what it looks like. Okay, so this is now our services page. Okay. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to add this to our menu at the top. So we will see you in lesson 8.